GuideStar is a nonprofit, and we focus on the nonprofit industry. We are an information service for the more than 1.8 million nonprofits that are IRS recognized in the United States. We were looking for a solution that would help us integrate our disparate data sources into one list that we could then track and trend behavioral data along with the demographics. So in June of 2009, we offered a white paper to just our registered users who'd been active on our site within the last 6 months. We sent them to a third-party hosting site. So they sent in their email address and then an open text box of why they were interested in this topic. Then we had to rely on the third-party vendor to fulfill those requests, give us the data, and we had this open text box of why you're interested. That's not really a qualified sales lead in any way. So we went with Lyris so that now we can have one database, one umbrella, under which we track, as I mentioned, the behavior and the demographic. Fast forward to July of this year with Lyris, and what we did this time was segment almost our entire user base, actually, of 1 million people. The call to action was, come to our site, download this white paper. But the cool thing was now we were hosting it on our site, the white paper itself. And because we had a form on a landing page that tied back to Lyris, we had like 10 discrete pieces of information. So revenue size, organization size, and then most importantly, how interested are you in a verification solution? So that got us this qualified lead piece that we were really missing before. So our response rate was phenomenal. We had like a 500% increase. I think nearly 9,000 white papers to date have been downloaded. We can then follow up with these users if they downloaded and send them, updates from the IRS, tips and tricks, really relevant targeted content. And then most importantly, we got 100 sales leads of people who said, yes, I meet your criteria. Yes, I'm interested in a solution. We can send that over to sales. They can make the calls and hopefully close the whole process. So it was really a great success story. That whole automation piece, that is something I'm really excited to get more into. The other thing is tying it more to the web analytics. Where did they go from our email? How long were they on the site? The abandonment cart, or did they purchase? Customer retention, that whole holistic view of the consumer. I think the analytics are going to be a big piece of that, and that's something I'm hoping to focus on next year. When I came on board with Lyris, I had a wonderful sales rep, I had a great account manager. Throughout the last 9 or 10 months, if I've ever had a question on deliverability or spam counts, I've been on the phone with no fewer than 3 people from Lyris at a time, saying, what can we do to get this fixed for you with no cost, no fees hidden into my invoices or anything. It's just we want to make sure you're getting the best results possible. And to me, that's extremely important. So I would absolutely recommend Lyris.